are sleeping now. You gotta wake up small, yeah? Okay, let's go. The people who us, the people lie to us, the government betray us, so much. I said they lie. The people who us, the people lie to us, the government betray us. They can lie, they can steal, they will not know. I said we tired with their lies, we tired with their promises that led us to all our damages. We tired with that speech they preach indeed, and now unique they deceive us. The thing we saw, it frustrates us. So why can't you lie? Why can't you steal? Why can't you allow their citizens to be? You see, we just tell you that's why we voted you. But you fool us, you screw us, you use us and later on abuse us. So why? The government should lie. Why? But that's the question that we ask. The people fool us.
And I guarantee you, when we finish, there will not be a winner or the loser. Today we all wear the jersey of Liberia, and the victory belongs to the people, to the peace and to our democracy. As we begin to build upon the foundation of this new Liberia, I, George the new president, will first give thanks and praises to the Almighty God for the blessing He has bestowed upon our country. And I say, my people, thank you,
The supporters of His Excellency Joseph Boakai presents him as a poor man from Lofa, and I said that he will understand the plight of the poor people. Fellow Liberians, do not be fooled. First President Boakai is not poor like you, not even as me. As Vice President, his office received more money. His office received more money from the government budget than any other vice president has received in Liberia's history. He has enjoyed some of the best and most lucrative government jobs. Minister of Agriculture, Ambassador, Managing Director of LPMC, at the time when LPMC had money, and several other positions. First President Boakai might have been poor a long time ago, but today he is among the richest 1% of Liberians who are enjoying the best of this country.
That led to decades of war still run deep. But so too does the longing for reconciliation. A reconciliation defined not by political bargaining or by an artificial balance of power by tribe, region, religion, or ethnicity, but by the equality of opportunity and a better future for all Liberians.
I'm extremely happy to be in the United States of America, long considered the lands of free and the home of the brave. My visit here today is a response to the kind invitation extended me by President Ronald Reagan, a man of abiding courage, strong will, and foresight. As you know, Liberia and the United States have a long and historic friendship which spans more than 150 years.
And you have to respect her.
What I call sort of vicious lie about the fact that Mr. Kobe is gay or bring gay lifestyle to Liberia is complete bullshit. When people can accuse you of stealing people's money, when they can accuse you of being involved in war, anything, people don't make up stuff. They don't make up shit. Excuse my language, right? So it's complete nonsense. I've mentioned earlier, I don't know if, I'm sure you were here, right? You playing the game, right? I'm married to Teresa, 2 children, 5 grandchildren. I believe in traditional family values, so it's complete bullshit, complete nonsense.
I resigned May 11th. On the start of the new session, after the president of Liberia, after our Supreme Court victory for us, and the president made his now famous speech that they will continue to work with the so-called majority, even before defining what that majority was going to be, because we're going into a new session. We decided that to avoid the continuous confrontations and acrimony at the legislature, we decided to step aside. So we resigned. They never got the votes to try us or remove us, and we maintained they would not have gotten the votes. There is a reason why the Constitution requires a supermajority, and if we wanted to go by the rule of law, and we should go by the rule of law, 49 votes were required. That was never attained, so we resigned.
I'm too hard on the CDC. You know, it's for reasons sometimes, Carol. The big ball that CDC dropped, it was right, one of it was right in Nimba. My brother, let me tell you something. There's nowhere in the world where hundreds of candidates participate in the election. And in the second round, only 2%. And the number of vote cast in the second round is more than the first round. It's not possible. That's what happened in Nimba.
He is adjusting. Watch this moment without any commentary. It's going down. First blow. There you have it.
Because the party felt betrayed. The Salif-led administration was slashing jobs and cash and political cohesion, arresting our people arbitrarily, putting them behind bars. The CDC got challenged. We braved the storm. We challenged the status quo. We never surrender. The first 6 years we never surrender. 12 years we never surrender. And this party will never, with emphasis, ever surrender to the evil forces. By 2011, 3 of our soldiers were executed on this party ground. 2 at the back and 1 right at the headquarters. The man who shot and killed our people today is a darling boy in the Liberian National Police. They brought him back to shoot more guns. Get ready to shoot. Because we challenge the status quo appropriately. Kuma was murdered on this battleground. The boy was killed.
want to say good evening to all. I happy Sunday, happy Sunday, happy Sunday, happy Sunday to each and every one of you. Tonight will be your time so that you can have your say. Want to listen to our many viewers, want to listen to our many callers. I will pin the number, we'll call the numbers tonight so that you can be able to call directly and you can be able to call on WhatsApp also. Thank you very much. We really want to appreciate our friend Chris, who said this show is relayed on Voice of Tabitha 98.0. You are doing extremely well for us, Voice of Tabitha. We really want to appreciate you people. Thank you very much. You have made us proud. Chris, Abraham Dukley, we want to say good evening to you. Otello Kolo, we want to say good evening. Augustine Musa. Augustine Musa, you are welcome. Chris Hine, the angry young man. What's up? My name is Saros Barumin Davis II. And following from Nima County, the show is relaying on Voice of Tabitha. Nima County, we want to say hi to you. We love you a lot, and we appreciate the gesture that you have shown to us, the love that you have shown to us. Tonight we'll be bringing your son, Garrison Yellow. On this program, I'm your humble servant, Carlos Moses Talaka Tomik Igre. I have a responsibility to narrate our own stories. And Papi Keita, we want to say welcome. Yvonne Davis, we appreciate you a lot. Dana Charles, we will appreciate for you to share the show, encourage other people to follow. There's Liberia Action TV, online TV, owned and operated by us. And we have been relayed on different radio stations of different localities in Bon County, in Mangibi, in Lofa County, in Nima County, and we are arranging for Ban FM. Hopefully we'll conclude that arrangement between Wednesday. The Liberian Action TV comes to you every Saturday and Sunday. So we'll recognize of where Abraham Duke, Emmanuel Flamma, Abraham Kamara, Tracy Vincent, usual. Yes, your general is Tracy, Peter King from Norway. Yes, we have someone from Norway, Grand Bassa County, where Emmanuel or Flombo. We have Moose Heron 1546. Oh, this is watching live from Garden State, New Jersey, USA. Today is your day. It's the chorus day. We chip in. We wanted to share this live and keep sharing as we recognize you and as we play some video that will bring in our other colleagues who are on the standby, but we really want to appreciate each and every one of you. This is our platform. We narrate our story. Peter Lynn Peters, how are you? What is Solomon Davidson, I mean. How are you, Solomon? Uma Ben Salah. How are you, brother? Chris again, Fama Fodi. How are you? Roseman. Want to say welcome? Want to say good evening to the people across the land and breadth of the Republic of Liberia, our friends in the diaspora, in Canada, in Australia, in the USA, in Europe, in Africa, Asia, and the rest of the world, those who follow us. And trust me, tonight will be your night. You speak up, and let's listen to you. So there's something on your mind you want to say, you can say it with respect, and you can be polite. So keep sharing the light. I keep inviting other people, and Paul Dawa, Musa Sharif, Hidada, you're following, yes, he's following live on our Facebook page. And we have Anna Taylor watching from Michigan, USA. You know, this program, we have a lot of people from the United States of America who follow us a lot in the diaspora. The diaspora has a huge following on this program. Mohammed Kamukai. Yeah, Mohammed Kamukai, Dudu. I guess you follow Turkey, if I'm not mistaken, Mohammed Kamukai. Helena Wissing. Now play some clips while you're sharing this live and inviting other people. It's important that we play some essential clips.
Why should I celebrate somebody who wants to chill and do business with the devil to become president of the Republic of Liberia? I smell the scent of the devil on the presidency. Because a president who say I will even dance, the president who say I will even do business with the devil or dance with the business.
There is not a publicly available evidence that corroborates the claim that then political leader Wakai has said he will even dance with the devil. It is something that someone said. It doesn't necessarily mean he said.
Let me repeat. A man who dances with the devil, the President Wakai, and the scent of the devil smells on him, cannot declare a day to serve my God, my Yahweh.
But even the devil himself converses with God. Even the devil and Jesus had interactions.
But you know the history of
the history of the devil. Who wants to dance with the devil? The citizens are bowing at the bosses. They are not happy, so they are bowing at the bosses.
My name is Marion D. One person has been arrested here. So one person has been arrested. One person is probably being here. Arrested one person. One person has been arrested. One person has been arrested. How you doing? How you doing, sir? How you doing? What's your name? How you doing? How you doing, sir? How you doing? How you doing, sir? You are seeing wounded. What's the problem? How you doing? So you don't want to talk to us. There are three guys here currently sitting. They were found within Iraq. It is alleged that three of them were part of those who were throwing stones on the main road, and they took one on the main road here.
Yeah, the guy that can take that show bomb. They fucking shit. One of the 5 million. They got us in and they got to petrol bomb. They got to wicked. They want to be big. They got wicked.
So folks, they don't want to have an interview. A few persons here. So this fellow is claimed that he's an imam here.
Bây giờ cái chuyện chơi nào để tôi nó cứ pháo đấy, bây giờ muốn cứ pháo đi.
Wow. It's just a wow. I'm sharing these videos to just reflect, to show the difference. How President we are there with individuals and how the Boycott administration there with individuals. So just try to bring some of these videos to refresh your memory. It's very important so that we can remember history. It's very important. History is our judge. On this show, we narrate our own stories. The CDC will narrate her story. The opposition community will help to narrate that story. We'll construct a bastion of hope and redemption for our people. We'll fight together collectively. We'll win together collectively. By 2029, the month of October, we expect to give a devastating political victory to the Unity Party in a first-round election victory. That's what we are anticipating, and that's what we are working towards. Those of you who disagree with us, it's your fundamental rights under the Constitution of the Republic of Liberia to agree or to disagree. It's a core fundamental right to agree or to disagree. But our disagreement cannot plunge this nation into chaos. Our disagreement must not degenerate into unconstitutional activities. It's your liberty to call on this show tonight, express yourself, say how you feel, talk about national issues. We have the WhatsApp numbers out. We'll have the direct number also that you can call on directly, especially for our local people. Our international people who love to call on WhatsApp. The number is already on the screen. We'll soon start calling the numbers. But this is your humble servant. Akaros Moses Talaka Tomika Gray on Liberal Action TV. We're also on YouTube. And we have been live on Radio Tapeta in Nimba County, the second most populated county in Liberia. Today is Sunday. We know a lot of people will be home resting. But again, it's always good to recap history.
Joseph Warren, Morelonga, Joya sent 2G5, just a small thing to identify. One day he made Joya talking. Then he said, he won't send the money back. So, okay, yeah, we'll send Joya money back. I raised the 2G5. Get a 2G5, the Joe Baga send it to Joya, Joe Baga eat the 2G5. The Papa can eat money like hey, I don't know what the Israeli Unity Party when I have one. They were displayed. I raised 60,000. I sent the 60,000 by Papa to pay the rent. No, everybody, the Papa eat 40, get a minute 20. During COVID time, and I published it now, all the letters. COVID time, I said, Papa, let COVID be here a bar. You gotta go identify our people, you know. I sent 10 grand. Papa, go buy oxygen tank, you know, oxygen was a beating during that, right? Oxygen tank, clothes, gloves, get it to the hospital. The Papa eat the 10G. And you know what I know is to talk? The whole traditional nonsense. You know, uncle now, you know? You can't go question your uncle. Or you fast. The Papa corrupt. Anybody that you can get money to for something they eat or something that working there. That's corruption. Now, the man has squandered up. The man squandered the mark. So he acts as though he is so straight. And you know, sometimes they say, can't spend time and can't label me that two different things. I never knew the man that well. Say I was supporting our in the States going to school, right? The man was yeah. But the 2 times the man went to me to the States, I started getting scared. When the man claimed me the hostel hall, somebody gotta go, gotta be right on him to make sure, you know, the steps steep. So he get slip and fall. Ah! Then you start thinking, say, talking. The thing I'm doing here so that booty. Now let me say he must be president for whole country. You know, human being. So you can be doing something, but you'll be thinking, what are the right thing you're doing, right? I won't go shop. Then when he coming down, they gotta announce that they coming smart, gotta go up for him too. And the person gotta be in front of him. Because the man can even walk correct. They can be down here, they're giving him all kind of things to make him strong. When you see him looking like that, they're giving him all kind of things. The Papa is not able. They just want to use him to take the country. Let the man go rest. So on November 14th, we'll vote for George Manenwia. We'll give him 6 more years. Let him continue the thing he been, the good thing he been doing. Let him change some things that he been doing. He said he won't change the cabinet. And one thing he said he will be fresh blood. A lot of new faces will come on board. That's what he said. And I believe him. Because if a man over here more and they say, my man, I feel that they around here will not do good. Will not do good. If he said tell you that one, who are you to say that's not true? And he told me something. He said, look, one of the mistakes we made was to make you our enemy. So we will not do it. We will work together. We will listen to you and you will help us. So I rather my former enemy or opponent that respect me and values my contribution than a fake friend or fake uncle or ungrateful uncle who will be using me and be showing me white teeth, black eye. You understand? The person who you and him fought before, when you become friend, that friendship can be strong. Then the person who can be acting like they love you, but behind your back they hate you. George Manenwia for 2nd term. The 2 stand for 2 terms. We gave Ellie and Waka 2 terms. We gave it Joria and Tua 2 terms. Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're listening. You're listening. Listen and listen well. Listen and listen well. Garrison, you are on Liberia Action TV. You're listening and listening well. When you and somebody who are friendly before you're before and y'all become friends again, the friendship can be thick. Garrison, at you?
Yo, because y'all know each other weakness now. So
Garrison, my man, recognize the people now. You gotta call some people in. You gotta post it. Why are you talking about? Why they can tell me?
Oh, they want to hear me talking?
So recognize them.
Where you stop? Because I just coming on.
Just keep recognizing from where you see. And then name you see.
Okay, in my bro said, good evening, Akaras Great, Moses Great, the Liberation TV panelist, and my fellow viewer. I'm watching from Minneapolis, in Minnesota, USA. V. Kroma, former general, how are you doing? Vanny Gorson, Boakaman General, Emirate Togot, watching from Japanese Freeway. Benu D. Kamara says she's watching from the society in where she mentioned the state name. Sibo Dwe, I'm watching from the Uncle Sam Land. Emmanuel Broad, Costa, you are right. JMB doesn't only eat morning like hell, but he also steal morning like hell. Then Flavor Morris say hello, our general. Elizanan M. Dolly. Go afternoon, the only surviving general of our town. We are in this together. Paul Dow said, General Moses Gray, please wish me happy birthday. Okay, brother, happy birthday, and wish you many years of survival. Be strong in the struggle. Then Jones, Brand, with our
birthday. Garrison.
Yeah.
Somebody birthday. Who the person birthday?
Paul Dawa.
Paul
J. Dawa say today's a birthday. We should wish
Paul Dawa, happy birthday, my man. Yeah. Okay, today is birthday. We wish you happiest birthday, Paul, and many more blessings upon your life. Thank you for being a great follower. And today, enjoy your day, Paul. Don't get in trouble. Be with the family today.
So, Cardi Allison, good evening, General Gray. How are you doing today? Watching from Delaware, USA. Chelsea Dwyer, I'm following from the Purple Corner. Adulai Dolet, good evening. I'm watching from Zozo City, Lofa County, where it's coming back to power south. Mr. Boaka have 42-year experience gone. Then Foley came on, the general himself, Jesse Sao David. We are 2020 now. Foley came on. I'm following from Oakland.
Yeah, Garrison, I see Darius Dole, man. That one of our great guy. I mean, he just buried one of his parents. We want to say our sympathy and our condolences to you, Darius. May God grant you more blessing, and we sympathize with you, and we remain family. That's Darius Dole.
There are my sympathies as well. Take heart in a difficult time like this, and we are in prayer with you. Be strong, and let God bless you and console you during this difficult time.
Yes, Garrison.
Jeremiah, yeah.
Yeah, no, you can finish and then we'll start the program.
No, let's go now, my man. Time.
Yeah, Garrison, yeah, time, man. Today we gotta just go straight 10 o'clock. We'll leave this place. Yeah. Tonight, basically, we want the chorus to participate, Garrison. We want them to participate. Tonight is an open book live. Anything on your mind, you say it. Respectfully, the panelists will say what they want to say on their mind. We are the panelists here. We'll say what we want to say on our mind. The people will call. Those who want to participate, the number is +231 on the WhatsApp number, +231 555 222 226. Those who want to participate on WhatsApp again, The number is +231 555 222 226. Those of you in Liberia, in Lima County, across the country, who want to call direct, let me call the number again. Those of you who are listening to radio who want to call direct, you can call on 077 817 4099. Again, those who listen to radio, you can call on 077 817 4099. Let me repeat. The local calls can come on 077 817 4099. It's a direct call. You want to call on WhatsApp? The only on WhatsApp is +231 555 222 226. So Garrison, we'll begin with you. What's on your mind? As the calls come in, we ask them what's on their mind. I think we should have a caller. Hello? Yeah, what's your name? You want to participate?
Yeah, Yusuf.
Yeah, okay, Yusuf, what's on your mind?
Yeah, now I want this very issue, man. This is one of the best times I can head to school or see what grade.
No, we don't want to score grade, Yusuf. You want to participate on the program, or you just calling to talk to me?
No, I'm calling you to like you on the happening.
You know we are going live. Do you want to participate live on the program?
Yeah.
Oh no, he's not ready. That's what Garrison.
Yeah, you know, on road grade. When I saw the approved budget for 2023, I was like, wow. You know, we have been seeing these people, they are pathological liars, and they got nothing actually to offer the Liberian people. If you carefully reviewed the 2023 budget, you will see a lot of things, and it will really confuse you. And some of the issues is that a budget of 782 million could do more for the Liberian people than a 1.2 billion budget that is not doing more for the Liberian people.
Yeah, excuse me, Garrison, we have a caller. Yeah, hello.
Okay.
Yeah, hello. I'm getting you. Oh, sorry, Garrison. I think the caller missed the caller. Sorry.
Yeah. So I was trying to say to you and to the listener today is that if they take the budget for 2023, let it go to health ministry. And do you know some of the last guys spewed around here on President Weah and maybe the former finance minister? The budget in itself is just the evidence, brother. The first thing in that budget, the 2023 budget, you will understand that in that budget for drugs and consumable under Ministry of Health is $4 million. But mind you, the budget of that year was 782 million. But the CDC gave the Liberian poor $4 million to buy them drugs. Now, the very people who say they get budget of 1.21 billion, they are giving the Liberian people 1.6 million to buy drugs and consumable. So it was just like on agree you have said, we were not telling our story. And I just started going through the budget, and maybe by next weekend I will do a comparative analysis on the bread and butter issue, how the CDC did extremely well compared to the rescue $1.2 billion budget. Because the budget is ready, they've already passed it. And what is there? Nothing going to change. The $900 million budget last year, our people they got 1.2, 1.3 million for drugs and consumable. But imagine a budget of 782 million. The CDC, the President George Manon Weah government, gave the Liberian people $4 million for drugs and consumable. It's not mean that saying you go to the 2023 budget. It is there. Go to health ministry. So these people come to the Liberian people, a lot to our people, and this is why, like you have said, we have to tell the Liberian people our own story. We can't allow people to be telling our story.
Garrison, you want me to got a caller on? Caller, hello. Where are you calling from? Your name?
I'm calling from Vaca.
Yeah. Okay.
So something that I want to share with you. Thank you for giving me the
You want to share with me or you want to share with the platform because you live here?
platform. Yeah,
Okay.
platform.
All right.
I'm praying that you have your own platform. I don't think we are the follow up. We can be looking for you. Even sort of network. Because sometimes they can resonate all you people, and I call that I can wait for you. To talk to you we are.
You want to go on?
Yeah, thank you. Okay. Like, give me the time to tell you.
Thank you. Hello? 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 Yeah? You are live.
Okay, good. Thank you very much. Mr. Yelu, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good, thank you.
Yeah, hello, can I go ahead?
Yeah, you can go ahead.
Thank you very much.
Please mute somebody, mute the stuff in the bike, please. Go ahead.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, this is Sidiki Kroma. Can you see you? This is Sidiki Kroma calling for Red Light.
Go ahead.
Are you getting me?
We are getting you.
Thank you. If my brother Mr. Yelu, the only thing I want for you people, you guys to do for us with opposition is like in public. The radio station in public, I want you, some of you guys to talk to the readers of program on NASA. The propaganda they got using NASA is to be even up to now. Even the civil nation when they pop up the person case, most of the guys using NASA, the dance, they want to celebrate it. You know, because they're not getting information for us. So I beg you guys to try to always the readers of program NASA, they at least some of the information that you will give it to that guy inform the Ghana because the propaganda Ghana use 23 what would take him in after you say, you know what I'm speaking on. So I beg you, Mr. Yelu, please do that for us, please.
Thank you very much. Those of you who following us, we have Lawrence Rano Dubayu. I mean, we have Ishaka Sher. And Ishaka and Rano, today is just an open book. What is on your mind, you see any major issue, you just grab it and handle it and destroy it. Okay. And then we get the chorus participating simultaneously. So that's where we are. And Garrison just landed on the issue of the budget. Garrison, you concluded so we can take Rano Dubayu. Then Ishaka will come in. You know, Ishaka and I are always on this program. So, Rano, do you have something on your mind? Wait, Rano, sorry, I you meet her, sorry.
Yeah, no.
Rano?
Yeah, are you getting me now?
Yeah, getting you now.
Thank you so much. Thanks to Councillor Yelu, the veteran lawmaker, my dearest friend, Isaka Sherry, with a lot of party history. And great, you know, you my honor Alana. You know, you nurture me in the game. I'm sorry the last time when I got on, network was fluctuating. There were a lot of weather events in where I was.
Just 1 minute, Rano. Just a minute, please.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Hello?
Hey, Gray, how you doing? Let me say good evening to you guys in the studio, or you, Yelu, and then of course Rando. Though I just got on, I think you're going to have covered a lot of things from yesterday up to today's day.
We're just saying what on our mind, what's on your mind, and your name and where you're calling from.
Exactly. I'm calling from the United States. This is Abraham calling from the United States. Listen, on the day, what is really troubling me of recent is the level of insensitivity being exhibited by this government. That has to do with the constant demolition of communities. It's not like it's an isolated situation anymore. The constant demolition, displacement, the homelessness that is being perpetrated and is going up, I mean, the government is completely insensitive to it. It's troubling to me. You know, over the period of a grade, there are times that, yes, hello?
No, you can go ahead.
Oh, somebody was disrupted.
Yeah, somebody on the other line. Just hold on. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Over the period, leaders have asked in the situation of this movement. Because here's the thing. You got people that occupy the area for over 40 years, and for people just out of the sudden and come and demolish the place on the guys or somebody won a case in a court. and then you completely displace, and then you are insensitive to these people. Just we had a situation, West Point decided that we will find a home for these people. So is the case with Nukuta and other places, and that's what leaders have done over the period. But for you to completely be insensitive, it was Hotel Africa.
Okay.
Now it's Same Town. Another place is 72nd. What become of all of the people that have invested millions of dollars in this community? I think it's about time that stakeholders in the society and political leaders that were lawmakers put something on the floor that will have some protection. The land reform, I think it needs to be revisited. If people occupy a regular landowner, it's vacant for a productive period of time. People have invested millions of dollars. I think it's about time that you taxing people to pay for the property at the market rate or some kind of value, but to completely displace these people and demolish homes. And it become a last thing that government is doing nothing about, president saying nothing, and stakeholders in the society, especially the power that be saying nothing, is troubling. So I just wanted to register that.
Okay, thank you very much. We got to take another order, but we appreciate it. Seriously, somebody on the line. Hello, what's your name? Oh, the caller left. Hello? Yeah, hello, what's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Alexander Dolly. I'm calling from the U.S. Tennessee, to be precise.
Okay, you can go ahead.
Yeah, okay, I just want to take this time to commend you guys for the level of work you and Yelu and Comerano as well. Yeah, we are all in this together. Although I just left from Liberia, but my heart is there. So, by the grace of God, as we follow in the process, we are all in this together. So just want to let you know.
Thank you very much. Hello, caller, what's your name and where you calling from? Rana, your people calling you. Hello?
Hey, Gray, how you doing?
I'm okay. Where you calling from?
My man, this is Nothing Gaga. Rana, how are you? How y'all doing?
Everyone okay. Rana is okay. I'm okay.
The great Nelson Gaga.
Yes, sir. I'm calling you from Minnesota. Okay, guys, I just called to say you're doing a great job. I think we need to do more to forget our messages. Whatever we're gonna do 2029, we need to start now. And Mr. Gray, you are a great man. I always admire you. Know that. And what you do, none compared. So continue the good work, and everybody on the counselor, your continue good work.
Thank you, Gaga.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Hello, caller, what's your name and where you calling from? Rana, we'll take two more calls, then we'll come back to you. Yeah, what's your name and where you calling from?
Good evening. My name is Rami Salif, and I call from the most underrepresented district in Liberia right now, District 8.
What's on your mind?
I have a few things on my mind, but first and foremost, I just want to say thank you to you, Honorable Gray, for the work you are doing. It's a good thing when.
Go ahead.
Okay, it's a good thing when the base can be mobilized and people can. There's a difference between people telling your story and you telling your own story.
Exactly.
And yes, and you are doing a quite great job. I want to say thank you to you and to all the other panelists there. Secondly, I want to speak.
Just be brief, I beg you, because we got another caller on the other line.
So best thing, let me stop here for now. Let the other people come.
Thank you for understanding. Hello? Yeah, hello, you've been called. What's your name and where are you calling from? Hello, just hold on. Go ahead.
I'm so glad to get the number. And also, I want to be thankful to y'all for the work y'all are doing. Really, I appreciate it enough because
are very down-headed. They are very so down-headed of how the country is going. Although,
so how's the country? How the country going?
for our country, they come to power now. Have been altered down, now understanding nothing good. And so our president also.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, thank you. There's a local caller for Mangivi. Thank you very much. Hello? Sorry for your patience. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, my name is Opinto Tabamolu, calling from Canada, to be specific, Montreal.
Okay. What's on your mind?
I just want to say thank you, General. Thank you to all the frontline general. My big heart go up to you. Since I've been knowing you, you have never go to the front line and retrieve. You always attack. No matter in the difficult time, you always attack. From 2005, you've been at the front line. You are one general that never look back. No matter how tough the battle will be, you will keep moving. You always say, let's move, let's move. And I gave that to you. I just hope and pray that all the ex-general or in CDC can get the courage and join you at the battlefront to keep pushing the way you are. Trust me, I really appreciate you. I admire you a whole lot. You are one man that never look back, no matter how tough it is. And for Mr. Yiru, thank you to John the General and all the other guys that coming around. I hope the platform can live up to 2029. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Just one more caller. This person really been calling on the line. Let me just return that call. No, because they could feel bad. They really been on the line. Randall, just one more caller and then. Hello?
Yeah.
Yes, hello? Your name and where you calling from? What's on your mind tonight?
Yeah, this is Frederick Tennessee from New York City.
Okay.
Yeah. So what on my mind today was is a drone on Minister of Lies, Jeremiah Pierre. He said something, he talks about the SKD, how former president was a footballer. He was president and he did not do anything about the stadium. Can you imagine this guy? I only have a problem with journalists sitting right there and allow him to go free. That SKD, after their 12 years, they make the SKD to appear like a dump site. Until people had to down that place, it took president we have to bring it up to speed. And this guy, he was mocking them and talking about putting a few pieces of light there, and the journalists did not question him or did not talk about the amount of money they used that they were renovating that place. So it caught my attention. I said, well, journalists, this kind of thing, the information you got to put it right back to him. Say, but this stadium, this man was the person who renovated it. So that was what, that is what on my mind.
Okay, thank you very much. Don't take the last caller, then we move on for now. Hello? Hello, caller? What's your name? Yeah, hello? Yeah, Rabo, Gibson, where are you calling from? What's on your mind? Line what? Okay, thank you very much for calling. Hello?
Hello, General Gray.
Yes, what's your name and where you calling from?
My name is Joshua Boysewa.
Now the callers will just take two more. Yeah, go ahead.
I said, my name is Joshua Boysewa. I do join you on San Nicolas City, Nima County.
Are you monitoring or in San Nicolas?
I'm monitoring live on a Facebook post. I'm monitoring on Garrison Yellow also. I'm monitoring every one of you, General Gray.
Okay.
General Gray, you have made our day. Today, in our dispensation, the kind of consistency you are, you and Honorable Councillor Garrison Yedu to the people of Nima. Garrison Yedu has spoke for the people of Nima County for CDC, but yes, still he consistent. General Gray, I didn't even know how to even praise you and Councillor Yedu. Because for you, even in Mosorado, people have carried your name on the social media on different platforms that they are spawning your name, but you are still consistent. We are asking God to give you people the kind of zex, and we are coming after you people to make us to be consistent. And you, the garrison, they do.
Okay.
General Gray, please give me 30 seconds.
Okay.
General, we don't even know how to be consistent with the CDC. You people have made us to be the CDC, to take CDC to be our baby that will come. We are with you people in every fight. We are with you people in every direction in Lima County that no other people to discover that CDC has no way in Lima County. We are here as long as it is here. Thank you very much for the show.
Garrison, your friend, the last call. Your name? Where you calling from?
Yeah, General, how are you too?
Yeah, what's on your mind? You gotta be fast now because somebody talking behind. Yeah, be audible.
I'm saying I'm from supermarket.
Okay.
Man, one of my mind is very disturbing about the so-called rescue people that came to power and fooling or breaking the people's houses without any reason. They lied, they promised that we're not going to be shortage of light to deal with business. I touch your over. Our phone is not charged. And looking like a beggar in your own country. So I listen to that. Those that put them into power, I think few days from now or few months from now, they should make it a king. So that I can get a benefit from him while he put in there for. Thank you so much for the program and for what you're doing for us.
Thank you.
Stand by our leader. I will be by your.
Okay. Ronald, it's your turn. Just anything on your mind, Ronald, maybe for 4 to 6 minutes. And then we'll go to Ishaka, and then we'll go to the callers again. Today are the callers day.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
people talk about demonstration, people encouraging all to maintain the platform. You know, people say the government is a liar, people say they are suffering. Just what on your mind, Ronald. Let's make it hard, Ronald. Let's make it short. Yeah.
No, Honorable Gray, you know me, I'm very combative. I'm not diplomatic. I engage with my bare hands, and I'm here to engage Mr. Joe Bwaka with my bare hands. But you know me very well. We got almost 15 to 20 years of relationship. Saka knows me. Who really doesn't know me is a senior brother, Yelu, a man who I deeply admire from distance. Is somebody I really deeply admire. I admire him because he stands for some principle. You know, sometimes people are being closer to them and being in the political space, being around for a longer time. Great, you know me, better than I know myself. I work in your office. 2011, you gave me opportunity. I was able to transition to America, and things got better for me. So my man Seka knows me, but Yellow is somebody I want to eulogize on this show and appreciate his resilience. Even during when Prince Johnson, the godfather of Nima, was living, Yellow stood for principle. Jaha Prince Johnson stood for principle. When people roam in the quadrant of principle, these people are people who I admire so greatly. So in mindset's meaning, I like to use this medium, this open medium, to salute you, Mr. Yelu, saluting you for, standing the test of time when you were despised. People felt you were a deviant Nima child. When others were giving wrong interpretation of Nima County, you did not stoop low. You had a conviction. And people thought it was Nima time to make a vice president. How can a vice president, configuration be, an entitlement of Nima County? Nima is a very serious county. You took the argument different, and you were vertically upright in your persuasion and belief. So I salute you, senior brother. I really like your politics. Like I said, I follow you. You may not know I admire you. So let me emphasize this for the whole world to hear this. Going to the point on regret, right? What is on my mind? Let me start several things on my mind. I sent you a document on regret. I would like you to open that document later on. But before getting to that document, let me start with what I wanted to talk last week, and the internet was misbehaving. Going to the SOLA, the SOLA, the State of the Last Address. It usually used to be termed as a State of the Nation address, but Mr. Job Walker has transfigurated, the terminology, the name, the idea, the posture, the tradition to, a theater of lies. So we call it the State of the Last Address, SOLA, not SONA. Going to the SOLA, what Mr. Walker did, the lies, the monumental, colossal lies that radiated out of Mr. Job Walker is what I want to talk about. And somebody said the Ministry of Lies, which is the Ministry of Information. I listened to them trying to cook data and give different figure and say they apologize. Half apologies. What is not done legally is not done at all. But I also listened to him and others wanting to exempt Walker from the errors. I also listened to others wanting to separate Walker from the lies that were told. Their argument is this. Mr. Walker, he got lieutenants who gave him information and they misled him. Two things is happening here from that argument. Either Mr. Walker is voluntarily crazy, either Mr. Walker doesn't honor the tenets of due diligence, honor administrative principles, or Mr. Walker is the chief architect of those lies. The latter is my argument. I believe nobody should be dismissed. I listen to people saying, oh, Guinness should resign because he lied about the rules. I listen to people saying the data from education ministry in terms of students in case getting school feeding meals, those numbers were inflated. So they said the Ministry of Education, something should happen there. And I also listen to a National Housing Authority and other places. I am arguing with intuitive logic that it is not that possible. Great, are you getting me? I'm not seeing everyone, so I look isolated. Are you getting me?
Yeah, we are getting you, Ronald.
Okay, yeah, I'm not seeing the screen. So
Ronald will draw you straight to the screen. I'm learning technology.
I want to be looking at both faces. Maybe be seeing both faces that way. Then I'm in my GGs. Yeah, so I look isolated, right? Now, my argument here is this, Great, right? Mr. Walker, there are 365 days in a year. The most important event in Mr. Walker's life is the State of the Nation address to address your employees. Honorable, the reason why you take this show seriously because you respect the Liberian people. The reason why Honorable Garrison Yelu takes this show seriously because he respects the Liberian people. Honorable Yelu used to report to his district in Nima. Honorable, I saw you reported to people in district number 8 because you respect these people. They are your employer. Mr. Walker has 364 days to prepare for that day. Those who are arguing that Walker should dismiss these people because they misled him. Are they telling me 364 days, Mr. Walker, what else does he have to do other than preparing for that day? Is he telling me there was no brief given him before the State of the Nation? Obviously, a brief are giving you. The speech is written at least 1 month before the delivery day. So is Mr. Walker telling me he was not farsighted in validating those data? 70,000 people employed. Is Mr. Walker so naive to the extent that he could not validate those numbers? Is that the argument? Is that the argument of inflating the numbers of roles that he could not do due diligence? Then why should we pay him taxpayer money? My argument in a nutshell is this. Those lies, those colossal wow fairy tale lies that were told by Mr. Walker was an orchestration of Walker himself. Mr. Walker is the chief architect of lies in Liberia. If anybody should lose their job here, it should not be the Minister of Public Works. We did not elect the Minister of Public Works. We did not elect the Minister of Education. We elected Mr. Job Walker. So he is a liar in chief here. He should be prosecuted and verbally persecuted for voluntarily lying to the Liberian people. So he takes the blame because Mr. Garrison Yellow Man and Isaac Sherry will all serve in higher government position here. When I was at the EPA, there is a tier of superior respondent You know, I spent just one semester in the law school and I left from there. I got a scholarship to do my second master in sustainable food system, right? So what I learned when I was in the law school, I learned about superior respondent, the superior officer taking responsibility for negligence of his followers. So Mr. Bwakaya cannot be exempted. Listen, no, there's a guy who is a victim of vapor diarrhea. He used to be called Henry Costa, trying to exempt the president for. He tried to separate the president from the errors that have been made. This is the same guy who are blaming WIA for every problem in the executive. You cannot set new rules in the middle of the game. If WIA is responsible for the errors of his ministers, if WIA is taking the fault, if WIA was the dumb guy, quote unquote, for all the errors made by the CDC, and you blame him, why now you want to shield Mr. Bwaka for all of his missteps and errors, for his elementary mistakes and well-calculated lies? So I'm prosecuting Mr. Bwaka with my bare hands on this issue. I cannot leave Mr. Bwaka. The next issue I want to raise.
Bwaka with your bare hands?
Yeah, I'm engaging him with my bare hands. He got his weapons.
You want to institute jungle justice?
My bare hands. I'm engaging with my bare hands. I'm not using weapons. I'm using my bare hands. The last argument I want to raise on a great, I said it to you.
Charged for assault or aggravated assault.
You know literature better than I am. Using my bare hands, it could be a form of euphemism or so. My bare hands cannot reach right here or I'm being hyperbolic right here, right? Because he's all the way, I'm 1,000 miles away from him. I cannot engage him with my bare hands. So in literary terms, intellectually engaging him, because Mr. Bwaka is noted for using weapon against peaceful citizens. He did that in Kenya, in Kinjaw, going against the rules of engagement, the Geneva Convention, where armless citizens converge to protest. They shoot, they kill them. So I'm trying to tell Mr. Bwaka, regardless of the fact that he has arms, I have my bare hands. If you want to shoot me, he can shoot me. That is the point I'm making. The last point I want to make that is in my mind, I send it to you. It's about the recklessness, the lawlessness in our country. And as the Deputy Secretary for Records and Research of the mighty Congress for Democratic Change, I compile all of the human rights violations of the Bwaka-led regime. I send them to you. Now, these are prima facie evidence on regret. I send it in your inbox. I want you to open that list for me to make my argument right here. When you open that list of people that have been killed, human rights violation in the bold face of Cameroon in this 21st century. On April 28, 2024, published by Daily Observer, a young lady playing for Liberia on the 17 team, Vivian Sando, was murdered on the Somalia draft. She was murdered on the 28th. Now, before her death, just 14 days in between, a girl called Amanda Nemo, a fellow graduate of mine, we graduated from Cathedral Cadet School the same year. That day, we're coming from our anniversary. That girl was killed right to Bonneville Junction. The argument I'm making here is this. What is on my mind is the unsafe environment that Mr. Joe has given us. These cases, with all of the references that I sent to you, newspaper article publication, the police commander, Gele Como, I don't call him Gregory, he's so Gele, so I call him Gele Como. He's sort of feminine imposture and administrative attitude. Gele Como has been wholly selective in terms of how he approached justice in our country. He has no appetite to pursue justice for Amanda Nemo, a girl who was killed. Bonneville Junction around 9 p.m. Mr. Honor Gray. 9 p.m. This girl was murdered by motorbike rider. It was published in the Daily Observer. To this point, there is no state prosecution. 0 persons have been arrested for Amanda Nemo death. A girl who plays for Liberian Lone Star on the 17 team. Not me saying it. It's Daily Observer. I compare everything. What I did was to compare it. Look at Sarah Y. Morris. Right? She was killed to this point from the Africa Daily publication. July 2nd, 2024, Morris Goman. He was killed in cold hands. And the list goes on based on my compilation. Nothing has been done. Yet, when it comes to the arrest, the arbitrary arrest of political opponents, people whose views are in variance, in antipodial justice position to the regime, they arrest you. Why is it the government doesn't have appetite in finding justice for Princess Morris, the girl who was killed on April 20th, 2024 in Kawe? Why is it not justice for Davis Tupo, the guy who was killed on May 10th, 2024 in Morrison Farm? Why is it not justice for her ability? Is it because she bears the name ability? This girl was killed in Boma, in Bon County, Irocom, Maimu. on May 21st, 2024. Under Bouaka regime, we have death squad. We have Liberians dying in multitudinous proportion. That is what is on my mind. Fellow Liberians, if you are listening to me, that is it right there. That is the list on our grade. That is Amanda Nimo. This girl, you know her on her grade. She used to work at the Monrovia City Corporation. She was a city police. If a city police officer can be killed in cold blood, and to this point, after almost 2 years, no justice for her, imagine how many Liberians are living vulnerably in that country. That is what on my mind today. So, fellow Liberians, if you are honoring the sound of my voice and you recognize that you voted Bouaka for change, you voted Bouaka for rescue, no, there's no rescue here. There's one rescue that I have seen since Bouaka was elected. His wife, Kwatumu Bouaka, now has 100,000 on her credit card when she goes on Shein and Tumu and shopping and buy 30 inches wheat, things that she did not do as a young lady is what she's doing right now. Who has been rescued? What I see is Mr. Joe Bouaka riding a Lexus that he could not afford when he said he was living on loan.
I think it would be good that I put it up. You can catalog the number of mysterious deaths on this administration with the date. Yeah, please just on this date.
And on a great, I urge you most of the time, I listen to your promo. This I challenge any Liberian in life to challenge me because these are the newspaper links and article dates and everything. You see everything right there. Why is there no prosecution for these people? Why is the government running behind Fonati Kofa? Why is it they were able to go behind Malu because he's protesting against the government? This is what is on my mind, Honorable Gray. Thanks to you, thanks to Honorable Yelu.
Want you to conclude the entire listing. We'll give you another minute.
Yeah, to conclude the list. So to conclude the list, we come to Franklin Doka. He was killed on March 12, 2024, and it's in the front page Africa newspaper. No state prosecution as it stands. Austin Yagbawolo, April 17, 2024. The New Dawn newspaper reported that he was brutally murdered before his wife and children. No state prosecution. No one has been arrested. The police has not gone back to the family to give any news. Bangali Kamara, this one, he was killed by a police officer on a grave. It was a police, initiated, a murder shot by a police officer on February 28, 2024. Galekomo is aware of this murder. And this happened in Kinjaw, in your county. I got linked with Cayman, so I love Cayman so much. In our county, Cayman, no state prosecution. The government is not moved. Isa Masale, a Mende person. This thing happened the same day that 2 person, police killed 2 people when the government just came to power and the people were protesting. Because Mr. Bouaka said the B Mountain concession will be reviewed and that the dockage in B Mountain will not be doing jobs a Liberian should do. Because I was there before, I know what it means to work in a hostile terrain.
Let's just run through the list because other people got to talk.
Yeah. Okay, the list, Isa Masale, then James Kendi, shot by police again on July 1st, 2024. And the Liberian Observer reported the Yaman Koli, July 2nd. No publication. They will happen in Boma, Shuka Hill community, Segu Kamara, June 27, 2024. Nothing about this, no state prosecution. They have no interest. Maria Colley on April 3rd, 2024, and then no state prosecution. She was killed. Mark Robertson, March 20th, 2024. No, this happened in my county of Orange in Grand Jide County. No state prosecution. Mariam Belete, April 12th, 2024. No state prosecution. This is in Maryland County. Eugene Wright, April 3rd, 2024. 2024 was a year of bloodbath in that country. This is in Zozo in Bouaka County. Uma Dukle, March 10, 2024. Moses Vasali, February 5th, 2024. Adam Joe, February 29, 2024. Amaralin Zubak, June 4th, 2024. Dorothy Yeman, June 7, 2024. Emmanuel Kwali, June 7, 2024. Rosalind Bobo, June 6, 2024. Morris, June 2nd, July 2nd, 2024. Prince Rayu, April 12th, 2024. Elijah Kwali, July 10, 2024, Princess Morris, Davis Duba, Samuka Kamara. Now, mind you, in conclusion, on the grade, this thing I compile is just 2024. The next time I'm coming, I'm bringing 2025 on a yellow. I know it's surprising to you. I'm bringing 2025 and then 2026. This is just 2024. This is where I can conclude on a grade.
Thank you very much. And that's the mysterious death I some of the mysterious death in 2024. And these people every day they say kill all it. Look at the number of people they kill in 2024. So Ishaka will move to you, then we'll go back to Garrison. You know. So Ishaka,
Good
is your
evening.
turn. What is on your mind?
Yeah, good evening, General Gray. Good evening, Councilor Yelu. Dubayu, it is a pleasure to be here. The only thing I had a bad day today, one picking drove me, I fed her, and
Don't go play football again.
Yeah, football not good for you, my man.
day today when I want to practice. What is on my mind? I recently, I think yesterday or the day before, I saw you. I saw you in a picture, in a photo with the former First Lady of our Republic, Madam Claire Marie Ware, in solidarity with the Clark Hope Foundation. Like all of us are in solidarity because that's our calling. That's what we're supposed to do.
Wow, internet seems to be bad.
But attempt to steal glory and give to Katumu Bwakai. De facto, she was first lady of this republic for 12 years under Ellen Johnson Sirleaf because Ellen was a woman president, and so she didn't have a husband. So the activities of the first lady automatically got transferred to the office of the wife of the vice president, who is Katumu Bwakai. And during the course of those 12 years, Katumu built nothing for Liberian children to benefit. She got millions of dollars from the budget. She got millions of dollars from contracts and everything. She has become first lady again for another 2 years. So Katumu has been first lady for about 14 years now, 12 years de facto, and 2 years as as first lady proper. So it beats my imagination if she cannot build or she could not build anything, she could not put a single stick in the ground for Liberian kids to benefit. But wanting to hustle somebody's own achievement, somebody's own high sweat, and give it a haul. So it bothers me a lot. I think what Madam Katumu should be doing now is to make sure to leave a legacy. But I don't think she can leave any because this is a woman who is on the spree of stealing glory. Katumu should have built something even better than the Clark Foundation. I know there's a debate around this, but Katumu was first lady for 12 years under Ellen. Yeah, I can debate that with anybody. I can debate that with anybody. And Councillor Yelu, Honorable Gray, you, all of two of you were in the legislature, and you know how these things work. For the fact that the former president Ellen Johnson Sirleaf did not have a husband, and she was a woman president, so there was no first gentleman, and so Baka was the vice president, so his wife automatically inherited the office of the first lady, and there were a lot of natural resources that went through that office, but she could not build a kitchen for Liberian children to benefit. And this woman has a very good heart, Madam Claire Weir. When she was turning over as first lady to Katumu Bwakai, she turned over a lot of projects that the government was doing that her office had done but did not complete. She turned some of those projects over to Katumu Bwakai. And I think the now first lady should have built on some of those projects to build a lasting legacy for herself as a first lady. But she is not doing it. She's clamoring for something that is not hers. She's clamoring for something that she doesn't, that she didn't sweat for. She's clamoring for something that she has no contribution in. It is only about demeaning the legacy of George Weah and Clark Weah and his entire CDC, discredit them from whatever they may have built during the administration of George Weah. You can see the Invincible Park. how that park is being treated. You can see the Unification Park at PSP, how it is being treated. You can see the 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 uh the Emirates Hospital in Bapolu County. In fact, the government has not given a single drug, a single resource, financial resources to buy a drug for the Bapolu Hospital there. It was Bapolu citizens in the United States, as indicated by Senator Amara Kone, who joint venture to send some drugs worth over 500,000 United States dollars just these 3 days to the Bapolu County Hospital and other clinics in Bapolu County. So these people are up to destroy the legacy that George Weah built, and so they're not stopping there. They are going after everything. But it bothers me a lot for Madam Katumu Buakai to shamefully, very shamefully, want to claim something that is not hers, that she has nothing in, she has no contribution in. And I think there should be a point where that should stop. It should stop. And I think they want to use the court. They want to use the court to do that. They want to use the judiciary, because the judiciary in the last 2 years has been used as a pawn to get at opposition people, to get at people who are in, misconception with the government, who are now on the government side, but are also protecting people who are supporting them, even though they were in the past government, but people who are supporting them that were from the last government. So that brings me to this issue about something one of the callers said. The high wave of demolition in the country. Okay, the what I've realized is that there are a lot of diaspora families who have spent 30, 35, 40 years abroad, and then they are now using the government, the rescue government, to demolish and take ownership of poor people's properties back in the country. And the government has capitulated to that. They're taking money from those agents of the government are taking money from some of those people for them to win cases in court, to arm twist poor people and take their properties. A very good example is
Ishaga, you use the diaspora because what happened in district, it has nothing to do with the diaspora. It has to do with business entities, foreign business entities who taking over land in Liberia, and Liberians are selling it to them. So I think it would be fair to levy an accusation against people in the diaspora. The government has a responsibility to shelter its citizens. So the government has to take the responsibility, and not private individuals maybe who want their land. Also, what is important is what does the government do in that direction to shelter these people, to take care of these people. I think that is very important. But I think it would be unfair if we shift blames on individuals, whom or ever.
You are correct in part, Honorable Gray, but most of those demolitions around the country are being done through the acquiescence of diaspora Liberians, except maybe for this one in your district, where a business entity or business people, powerful business people, spend.
When you say that serious, is a real accusation against our diaspora brothers. Okay, we got to be a little
No,
bit careful.
I said some diaspora people, Let's look at the issue.
Yeah. Listen to me. Joseph Wega bought an area near a place. That's not diaspora. It has nothing to do with diaspora. Okay? If you tell me there are people who I took land in this country years and hundreds of years ago, and they thought Moruro was the farm, then it becomes an argument where they are taking the disadvantage from their own. But it will be unfair that if we begin to shift blames on diaspora people, we should protect the diaspora Liberians. We should protect each and every Liberian. What we should do is to call on the government to intervene in ensuring that these people are protected, the victims. It's very important for us. But I think that we shouldn't shift blames on individuals, but rather the government should take responsibility as a national government. They should take responsibility, the any other individual.
Okay, so that takes me to my last talking point, the issue of drugs. The issue of drugs. What we have realized and we have seen based on utterances from government officials, drugs in this country now is being brought by people in the government officials. The DEA guy who was dismissed by the president, I think Guy Fokpa, something like that. He was deputy. He was deputy for administration at the LDA. He was dismissed the moment he stood at the Ministry of Information regular press briefing and said, drug is hard to fight because the people who are bringing drugs are people in the three branches of government. And we saw that there are different allegations against even the son of the current president, Tantan, as being the biggest drug dealer in the country. A lot of people, a lot of Liberians and aliens are doing business for him. And so today, on many occasions, some of those drugs that are brought in his name are not caught at the border. It is only because he's the son of the president. And people who ran campaign vividly for United Party, like Dominic Molu, who was arrested in Lopa County with over 288 parcels of not marijuana but cocaine that worth over $300 to $500,000. That guy, nobody knows where he is today. He was escorted through the borders by state security and he absconded the country. A lady Quita, who was seen in United Party campaign shed, mobilizing, giving money to run campaign for United Party. Okay, she was arrested. We were only told that they are prosecuting her in Magibi, in a court in Magibi. But from all accounts, civil society people, other people have gone to the prison in Magibi and they have told us that Quita is not there. Where is she? So the government is shielding drug dealers in the country. It was only because they got called Japan. It was only because of the huge noise when government decided to free him, send him out of the country. People made noise, civil society people came in, and at the end of the day, he was remanded back into prison. But that guy was almost free to escape the country. So, but the bottom line is that, the bottom line is that it is the people in the government officials, senior, junior officials of government who are now dealing drugs. And the chairperson of the National Human Rights Commission, Councillor Dempster Brown, made a damning allegation before. He said their investigation has shown that the government officials are dealing drugs in order to save money for their campaigns in 2029. The guys are making a lot of money from drugs to run campaign in 2029. That it is not me saying it, it's Councillor Dempster Brown who said that at a very elaborate, program here in Monrovia. So I think these guys, the way they're doing the drugs business, the drugs has been institutionalized now. It has been very institutionalized now. It has entered the house of the president, the home of the president, because his children are in it. They are the dealers. They are the cartel. They are the cartel leaders. And so I think it is becoming a very dangerous situation for the country. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Garrison, you will be coming next. You will give you the time. We'll give Ronald by you the time. We got to make this thing juicy. Garrison, but there is one thing ongoing in Liberia, that the issue of demolition. I want you to see something that happened, because a lot of demolition going on by individuals who claim that there were cases by the government, and many of them are being backed by national government. I just want you people to see something, Garrison. You were coming, because we know that government has a responsibility to protect lives and properties, even to provide shelter for its citizens. The way people have been dislodged from this rainy season to now, Garrison, is worrisome, is concerning, especially the way homes have been broken down, kids have been on the street, mothers have been dislodged, people don't have money to rent, what they work for 50, 60 years, they just lost everything one day. But I want you to see this video.
Even the so-called representative, he came here yesterday, he couldn't say anything. All of them were born. Everybody is bad in this country. Money speak. Anybody that get money, they can do anything to you, and nothing will come from inside. People will depending on them to protect, or they're not protecting, or they're protecting their interest in their money. They give them money, and they will even come and cut your throat. See my baby. Last day she cried on me, my mother go to the horse. Why the horse are there to go? I get a horse. The place are very poorly. We got tea for it. Every Everybody in the community buys from the same grantor. Everybody here buys from the same grantor. Then you want to tell me so we just sitting down here because we want to sit down here. I put it on Facebook Live because I want for people to see it. Let them know the kind of Liberia we eat. Let them know what happening. Let them see the injustice. Let them see the injustice that goes on here. Yeah, when you not get money, nobody there for you. Anybody, whoever they can buy them, they will even kill you, nobody will talk. And the situation I found myself in the money. With my children, nowhere to go. My whole market, they broke it down yesterday. Everything is down. I don't even have place for my children myself to sleep. You see there? See me, I'm sick. I'm sick. I'm not even well. I'm sick. I was in Ghana for almost 4 months. I'm sick. What a trust there. What a trust there. That country we live in here now. So our parents didn't pay money for the place. They didn't buy it. So nobody buy it in Liberia here. Nobody can buy it in Liberia again. Yeah, who country nobody can buy it in there again. Nobody can buy it in Liberia. So nobody can do anything in the country. You got put that money. They will come and defeat you at any time. They can do anything to you at any time. See my baby. See my son steady. Why can we start life from? Why can we start life from?
Wow.
This is very emotional, man. Very emotional, man. Very
So much.
Let
So
me tell
much
you this.
heartbreak.
Yeah.
That's where the general me would come up. Then you call me General Gray. You know? Look, Harrison, let me tell you something, Harrison. I don't blame on the courts. Never. I've dealt with this situation for 12 solid years in District 8. I've dealt with this situation. I have great experience in it. The court can rule. You can interact with those who the court rule in favor of. You can go to them on behalf of your people. That's part of your representation. And talk to them and say, look, it's that place you're talking about, let me be specific. That place. Gary from Warwing community, that is from the red light. Basel community and Capital Bypass intersection near the old maternity center. All the way coming to LU and passing by LU. Few families claim those areas. The Johnson family, Chuhero Rachel Red Johnson, former president of the Republic of Liberia, and the Payne family. It's a famous guy around there called Jesse, who usually come and test one family into stone, then they break the place down. I encountered them. The first incident was the Warwine community. There was a ruling. Not less than 10,000 persons, including Rachel Nixon School, all of the community down there from the old maternity center near the right line coming all the way to LD have been broken down, going down to Charleston. One family claimed that place. It was on the Sunday, the people called me. I went there, the police were there, bulldozers, everything. I said, now, where would these people go? Our intervention, we talked to the people who claimed that won the case. We went to the court. That's why you see the people there today in the Warwine community. All the way here, do you know that the family were claiming the Capitol building, the temple of justice? Let Johnny Lewis got so vexed once upon a time. Chief Justice Johnny Lewis. You know that Jalastan, the Jala family, one of them came and told the former National Security Minister of National Security, sell the entire Jalastan almost all for them. One group of the Hawking family were claiming all the way down, going down to Raspberry Valley. And where Princeton is building now, when I secured that land, the Jala guy came to me and said, this place for us. While the elders have dried the land, that place used to be filtered, used to put there. So the elders said, what you need to do, my son, just put something there quick while we're waiting in the future to build or clean that. We just put an urgent part out there. And then subsequently, then when election and Princeton is built into that place. That's how I secured that place. And he wrote, the council wrote the speaker that encroached on their land. I said, no, this is the community people. If you want to deal with them, go and deal with the community. Because the cherry pick, they look for people weak spot or you think you'll pay some money. Well, we pay some money towards the land. I'll say this much to you. this land that this lady is talking about, that area. When people went to court, they won the case, the king, I told them straight up, you can't take the land. I remember one morning they brought a bill, so there used to be a bank right down there, I think Echo Bank, for breaking that place and what. So I went, I told them, look, I think today my people and I will die together. Well, with 5,000 people go, the kids are in school rainy season. You're going to break down the school. There's a church there. You're going to break down the church. But the school, imagine, assuming if you want a case, some people claim D as old as 60 years plus ago. Some 50 years, some people been living down there, some parents been living down there for 80 years plus. And they inherited it from their parents, some of them get these. At the end of the day, I negotiated with those who purchased the land. Some area there, some people said they wanted to go. Guess what? Some of the tenants were getting 600 United States dollars, 800 United States dollars. Some of the tenants. I'm not saying Uno. Some of the owners were getting 6,000 United States dollars. So some of those people left. Okay, some to a certain area. But with this mass destruction, what I'm hearing, that the representative even have prior knowledge. He didn't get the community together. He didn't meet with the people in the community to say, let's see how we can handle the situation. They broke, and men moved in and started beating on people's doors yesterday. Breaking down property. I saw a lady who put up, she said, everything she live for in the United States of America is broken down. She said, all my children live in America, but it's not about me. But it's about those people. Garrison, when we were lawmakers, I will give you an example. A family won the case opposite barbecue. That place right opposite barbecue. It was densely populated community industry now. Mona Pen and Yomlo. They broke that place down on one rainy day. Alien were coming to work. Mona and the people moved toward the president. The people were crying, babies and children. We're all in disagreement with Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. Though it was a case won by a private family, she intervened, Mona, and they took all the people named down. They paid most of them, they resettled. The lawmaker has a role no matter what the situation. This is not about, you know, every time you run on a pitch against a Carlos Gray, I love to talk about him. But this week, I just got off. I said, no, enough is enough. I have to handle him a little bit. Okay. But guess what? Part of your representation when your people are being dislodged and you take $100,000 and carry it to them. The people say, what? And people who won the case call you. They gave money, $60,000 in $60. I went in the chat room because I got a story that money was given to help talk to the people. I wrote in our chat room or this HR room that you receive money. Why you didn't tell the people? Why you didn't call the people for conversation? This money, he wrote on a page that I get $3.5 million Liberian dollars. That is 19,000 United States dollars, 60,000. You can't deny it. Those people may not give you money, but in less than 2 hours from night to the morning, how you go 3.5? If you had that money, why you didn't go to the people before they dislodge them, before the demolition took place, to tell them, my people, they aren't able, but this is what I have for you. But you sat there because of your business partners. They demolished the place. People are crying, women are outside, children. Garrison, come there tomorrow and see. People who have businesses that cost over $300,000 United dollars. The school building will went up, I think up to 3rd grade. When we talk, they say, oh, because you represent. No, when I was represented, I stood up. They wanted to do it in Raspberry Valley for slavery. The government wanted to bust it instead of opening alleyway. I told the government, look, we want development. Do you have the money? There's no budgetary approval. You cannot bust the area. If there's budgetary approval to resettle the people, you can bust the area and put the pavement there. They came to Sinker. The government is busting out and came to Sinker the same way. I don't hold anything against the affluent people in the district. But look at the top man building near City Hall. It's in that way. But they never touch it and they will touch it. They pass by it like an L. and went to the other community where the disadvantaged people are. Go to Singapore, go to South Singapore to the beach. The roads are narrow the other way. Nobody going to bust those fences. Nobody going to bust them. Nobody going to bust those homes in the alleyway. Some of them cost $400,000, $1 million, $3, $4, $5 million. Some of them are in the alleyway. Go and see for yourself going to the beach. But the government takes solace in opening alleyway in Darastan, when masses are and there's 5,000 people. Now they're sending flyers all around. From Slippery all the way to 12th Street, going to the riverside, do riverside. They want to open alley. Do they have money in the budget? What's the resettlement package for the people? Do you know that ministerial complex, the ministerial complex of defense, or justice that Boy want to build, the entire Bushel Quarter is going to go. Somebody from the Ministry of Justice hinted me. I said, no. When Joshua built the Invincible Pact, the homes that were there, he upgraded them with low-income homes. Or Bushel Quarter can be upgraded. And now to take the people out on the island, they want to break 2 Bushel Quarters. They say they want to put quota there. They never have money in the budget. Because Total, by then, I won't ready there. I told them, hell no. All of these people that you claim that on the highway, these people are all soldiers who fought in Congo in the 60s, who defended the emblem of the Republic of Liberia. You dislodge them, they will go and jump in the ocean and kill themselves. Let the government provide some compensation. If a private family, for example, you can't blame a private family if they want a case and a 5 acres. And on that 5 acres, you have more than 500 Liberians who bet that some of them for 60 years. The government can intervene. The government can even use eminent domain and protect the rights of those people. Moreover, it's not for a family. Moreover, does not belong to 10 families. Moreover, it's for all of us. Somebody told me where my parents bought in Rasping Valley, dry the water of the Dew River. I saw Buka coming near my house, what the water, when I was a baby, little boy, before 1990. Buka were coming on near the house. The one called tilapia, we used to stand on the step and I drop the hook and catch it. Somebody telling me that I played for them. They had a place St. Joseph in Rawostein. I'm sorry, I cannot violate the laws. I would never violate the court action, but upon my dead body as a sitting lawmaker, I would have sat and folded my hands. They are targeting all the densely populated communities to dislodge the people to leave Monrovia. But where is the plan? The developmental plan. Where is the plan? What do you want to do? Why are you being selective? Why are you suffering the masses? And we got people who don't even understand the function of representatives. They don't know what to do. Who told you when the court rule, you can't go talk to the people that rule in our favor? Let me give you an example. The school to Slippery. Maybe some of you people don't know that. If family want the kids, say for them, the school to Slippery, the forward fee. We are government, I had to intervene to pay the family. To maintain and secure that school in Slippery and the land there. The next Bido market. Johnstown market. Do you know that one family, Councilor James Webb, she used to be on Radio Monrovia, claim that case, the family and the one case, on telling. Money had to be paid, I think $200,000 or $300,000 United dollars to the family. Because you know, those of those errors, they go pay for it, but they didn't survey the error and probate the document. And probate the documents and all of those things. They didn't do it. They did, but they saw it to the government. It happened in Sony. There was a little town where they had there. You know, Joe and the World Bank had a project for markets, rally time markets, from Toba to Dotan. They want Islam community, they wanted to build clinic, like the Sony Wayne clinic, the Slipway clinic, or little town halls, in those areas and latrines. And some markets had a better Raditown market and the Jogbetown market. So Sony went benefited from the Sony went community and a little town hall, but no school. The Slave has a school, though build there. They across the bridge, Vatan, Claratown has a school there. Okay, those are projects during those days. And one of the build a school. I secured some money to legislative project to go and build a school. When we went there, we started a foundation. One family came and claimed the place. They had a deed in the document. We had to pay for between, I think, 10 to 12,000 United dollars to buy that place. And I bought it in the name of the community. Then we built the school 2 layers. It was in an easy thing. And we turned that school over to the government of the Republic of Liberia and put most of the teachers on government payroll before I left as a lawmaker. So they have defaced the structure of the school. Okay, the lawmaker has a responsibility because against the populator, the Sony went, for example, our other people trying to claim some areas in Sony went. Where will the people go? Most of those children were born here. Some of them are 50 years today. They have the grandchildren. Some of them are 80 years old. In this densely populated slums community in Monrovia, where will they go? Where do they have to go? Look at that area. Where do they have to go? We negotiated with those who won the case, and we talked to the community dwellers in some areas, and they agreed, and some of them were compensated. I'm not a lawmaker again. If I were a lawmaker, I can tell you, even though a family won the case, but we have negotiated, people who have been compensated, they will have been given sufficient time to live or to be there. That community, about 50% is gone already. The historic town community. It pains me. It beats my imagination. And when we talk to somebody talking Tabata, you come, you sit and talk Tabata. We're talking seriously, you're talking about somebody where they marry and where they didn't get married. What kind of lawmaker talking the kind of rubbish here? Okay? We're talking seriously. The pure representation we are discussing. We're not even discussing your lawmaking, we're not even discussing your oversight in the legislature. We're discussing how you stand for the people. But Harrison, you may have experienced that. Harrison, you know, when the people, even if there's a victory for a group and a move people to run on the lawmakers. Harrison, we are everything that we are the direct representative of the people. The senators that represent Lamba, they don't really represent people. We are the deputies of the people, the lawmakers. You, then the deputy of the people. I've been the deputy of the people. The people don't even run to presidents. They run to the lawmakers. But the framework of the Constitution says you must be a domicile of the district that you want to represent. You must have been there 1 year prior to election living there. That's what the Constitution says. The Constitution says you are the people's deputy. You are the direct representative of the people. But when we see those people crying, level of demolition, you go Ganon's Road, government, they're breaking error. You go right to the military, to Shelfton Barracks. The people stay there so long. The other lady talking about $1.5 million worth of property and goods. Government does not care. These are people walk in the poo-poo water for national government garrison. It pains my heart. It breaks my imagination. It beats my imagination. It disturbs my mind. I feel so hurt. They didn't vote for me to a greater extent. I didn't win there, but I fought for them and I consistently standing up for them. Tomorrow, President Boyka should drive through that area. I called Darius Delon. I sent him a message. I texted Joseph. He responded. Maybe Delon will respond. They need to go there. Some people are claiming that they have these. Go for us and stay with your people. Rather to buy, you live in the district, you live on Parish Street before you live on Clay Street.
Yeah, no, I live bypass Clay Street, Parish Street, and
look at the drainage. That we used to clean. Look at the drainage. Look at the dirt. Look at the filth. We talk about that, people say, "Oh, because you didn't." No, not because we have not spoken. We've been mute, been quiet for 2 years because we want to get the representative. The honeymoon era to be able to interact. But every time you Facebook, I carry it the same. I carry someone and people. No, we're not in beef. Go and take care of the people and what they elected you for. Don't go there when they bring a structure, you carry 100,000, then they say they want it. Then raise the issue that you are taking money behind the scene. Then you can say, oh, I get $3.5 million. Why is $3.5 million? When people build homes that cost over $500,000 that have been broken down in our community. Can you imagine that? When babies will not be going to school tomorrow, when children will not have meal to eat, see that lady crying. Garrison, so I'm sorry that I took your time up, but I'm pissed, Garrison. Be frank with you. I'm pissed. This is not the kind of representation that the state or the Republic of Liberia, what Joseph Boakai and his government is doing. Break it down. We are building proper homes, putting flush toilet homes that there have been no flush toilet. That's what we're doing. You see that unification pack that they call PHP pack, that unification pack, Garrison. The plan was to ensure that we extend that entire drainage, but build homes in Busoko so that us can have a decent facelift. That's the plan. I challenge Boakai to continue that. It's a time that in the slums community, low-income homes must be constructed by national government for priority to protect our people, to give them shelter. Not just food, not just clothing, but shelter. It's a constitutional mandate that our government must take that responsibility. Garrison, you can go ahead.
My brother, that is so heartbreaking. And on a very, very serious note, I don't know where we are heading this country. And this is where we see the level of insensitiveness in this government is just too much. The representative, I think he did not do well with the issues. And every time people say code ruling, at times there are motions and other things you go in far better information, far certain motion to make the judge to know that these things are not just good. Or the sad truth is, these are people who are living in this country, build their property, and they have lived on that property for more than 15 years. And under the new land right law, it says when you are lived to an area for 15 years and more, it means the doctrine of average possession will lie. Assuming that they both don't have D, but they have been on that property for over 15 years. And this is where government have to come in and step in. Because when you sit and allow your people to go back into abject poverty, it means you care less about them. And exactly this is what the government is doing. This could have not happened under Madam Salif. It could have not happened under President George Weah. They would have intervened and resolved that issues. But see the situation that you said, look at the lady. See what the woman was saying over there. It's sad. And for us to sit in the country and play politics with everything, when we are the very people we're thinking about, we are putting them to real poverty, it's sad for us. And I think this situation, it got serious national security implication, and they must take it seriously. Breaking people's homes, and the people have nothing. Then you're talking about reducing crime rate. You are creating more criminals. When the children don't have home to be, what do you think they will be? When their mother cannot afford to find place for them to be, you are seeing more young people in the street to become criminals. And the land business, the government needs to intervene. They need to intervene. We need a clear policy on this. Because somebody will sit down, the year get one day they come, they say, I get a deed for that area. They get a deed for the area, and the end result, what you're going to see, the people have lived there, they get their own deed, they get everything for that. And people here take advantage because maybe they don't have money to get lawyer. We experienced the same thing here on the Marshall Road during President Weah, and I think they were able to intervene. Now, what a responsible government does, when you know the interest of the people is at stake, the government comes in to intervene. But man, no other land in the country for government. Government get right to eminent domain. So when you see 5, 10, 15, or 500, 1,000, 1,005 people to be homeless, this is where the government comes in to intervene. And say, no, this cannot happen. You remember Manasseh to around UL campus? At the end, the people stood up and the government have to listen to them. But a government that does not listen to what people, a government that does not have, yeah.
again. The Iran you're talking about, I'm a lawmaker. I moved in there that day. You remember? That's what we call war.
I know. And on grade, that what we in fact we tired and we make the land right law to be more takeout and say, look, the 20 years for average possession is too much. Let's reduce it to 15 years. Yes. In that land right now we pass, we reduce it because they were the issue, and you brought that issue on the floor that day. So when we were reviewing that document, it was something that because I was on the judiciary committee and we look at it.
Garrison, but today, Garrison say things to people to say, oh, what did you do? It's good at telling them what 20 will say no, we're bringing it to 15 instead of 20. Yes. And Garrison, that particular person that day, even President said he had to get involved into it. Because almost 10,000 people the government were going to dislodge that day. One family just jump and say everywhere for them. Now that we're challenging the authority of the court, but we're protecting the fact that where would these people go? Some of these people, parents bought a place over 100 years ago. Garrison, go ahead. Now, and they even claim that they own LU, you know that? They claim that they own the University of Liberia and all. Yes.
And the sad thing is that we need to understand all the land in the country for government. And if the land for government is government who gave it title, that same government get the right to say, look, we gave you title. And what we do, we think for the best interest of our people, we cannot allow this to happen. And bring the people to the table and negotiate with the people. You remember here when Roland Opiko at the time he was youth leader and he had the issue with the Barry? Eddie had to come in for 1 whole week to resolve that situation. Why she did not say, you break everything down? 1 week.
I remember when the AFS soldiers had that issue.
Yeah.
Okay.
1 week.
I got a whole You're right.
I'm just saying to you, brother, there is sad for this country. President Bwaka sit in his luxury car, enjoy himself, and does not care for the Liberian people. I saw that video the morning on Facebook, and then you just posted it. It got me tearing. It's sad for us. My brother, let me tell you, the code themselves, we're not criticizing the code, right? But in my mind, where someone will live to a place for more than 15, 20, 25, 30 years in poor coming, I think the code needs to start taking some action. Because assuming that someone will tell you, say, I was not in the country during the war, fine. When the war got finished, 2003, 2004, by 2005, we elected President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. So from 2005 to 2025, it's 20 years. So you 20 years.
One extra 2 minutes.
Yes, so all we have to say, look, like you were saying, the representative did not do well with that issue. I think he should intervene. Our representation is about. I remember there was people that came in Nema when I was representing and were claiming people property over there. I intervened and said, no, this can't happen. Look, we have to stand by our people. And you know what they have done to those people? See that woman crying. So, look, brother, nothing else we have to say on this issue. On regret, the fact that this government care less about the people. People in the government will do the same thing because they got nothing to think about. The only thing is maybe they will buy more people. They will lie to the Liberian people. Like the guy who called from San Nicolas was saying, it is good. And we hope that we will get bigger platform in Nema radio station that will be carrying our show live so that we can continue to inform our people. Because nothing about this government they will do more than lying to the people. And because they keep lying to the people, every time the people, when we say we want to appear on radio, they say the first thing they'll be asking, we hold that political thing you want to do.
We'll give you 5 minutes to close. That round just get the last word. The many Americans will just let him go and move on watch you.
Mommy, I'm not leaving from anywhere, General Gray. I hear until the show ends.
We got about 10 minutes. Less than 10 minutes. Because you know we have been broadcast on all the radio stations in Nema and other areas in
in some mono seconds to conclude on the matter you raised. District number 8,
That
let you go.
it was selective in addiction. So what kind of seconds?
Little seconds, small seconds. I mean,
I
not more
gotta make, I
like
gotta
this.
bring you live on the screen. Yeah, make you busy people can see.
So district number 8, like I mean you my man from district number 8. So our district, we got nowhere to go. My entire life, I was in that district. I was in FNRE. Later on, I went to Cathedral Catholic School. I was there. I went to AMU before coming to the America. Some 13 to 14 years back. But let me say this: what else do you expect from men like Prince too? I usually give a saying that Craig can donate blood. I repeat, Craig doesn't donate blood. If Craig is your neighbor, he's very sick, and they say you need blood to live, you'll die because Craig doesn't have blood, so he will not donate it. In other words, a man doesn't give what he doesn't have. Prince too doesn't have common sense, intuition, leadership. There's a lawmaker on yellow and gray who is interested in projecting himself as a most handsome lawmaker. What kind of silver man will be passing around and say he's the most handsome man? I mean, let both joke aside for a few seconds. That is the first lawmaker in the whole world since the foundation of the world who has acute interest in boasting that he's the most handsome lawmaker. He put land on his head, he passes from one end to another. This guy is a miscarriage of democracy. His election is a miscarriage of the tenets of democracy. What the framers of our constitution envision when they say anybody can be elected, this is one of the excesses. Because a man who has glamorous, appetite for projecting himself as a lawmaker, neglecting his fundamental functions and responsibility. I mean, doesn't warrant our time. And I like the posture you've taken, even me in that district. I've chosen not to talk about that boy. So he's a known playboy, but he's a known playboy to the detriment of the people. Look, in fact, that goes even to Waka. No interest is important than the people's interest. No interest is important than the people. Look at West Point, like Honorable Yedu was saying, consistent with the doctrine of eminent domain. West Point, that is a peninsula, narrow strip, and sided by 2 lanes. Do you know that West Point over there since? But the government has used their idea voluntarily. Other people move on the highway, other people that don't move. We still negotiating. Even when we were building that referendum, that referendum being built right now for the coastal intervention under the GCF, the Global Climate Fund, we even been negotiating with these people. We're not stupid. But the idea that we were weak and they are powerful, that is a misconception that make them to keep behaving the way they behave. And so I look at the video. The place where Miss Honor Gray around 2011, 12, we used to be having birthday pageant right around Satan feet. Are you telling me, even my man, Mr. Kamara, let Mr. Kamara, who used to support you, he taught me mathematics in cathedral. That whole terrain.
Yeah. So
you know that Mr. Kamara? He was one of your staunch supporter.
Oh yeah, he worked with me till he died. Like he passed away.
Yeah,
So
and he died with your good name. He that would be a willing to kill a non-living thing to defend the party, defend you, and stand for the community. All men with no elected power had that attitude and a deeply tattoo in his DNA. But you got Prince Toe, a boy who is a derivative of democratic miscarriage, passing around, and he has nothing to show. And he thinks we should give him clamor for. He's a co-conspirator against the people. We are going to blame him. He's a co-conspirator. One of the deputy architects of the people being in destitution today is Prince Tom. That is on his head, Mr. I'm on a great
passing around here and taking people knee down to get in the 3.5
That's
million.
him.
They need to return that money.
That's very that was been important 2 months ago. That was been important 3 months ago. But that's just been reactive. He was never proactive. He fell short of the doctrine of proactivism on a representative leadership. You gotta be proactive, like the gesture you talk about in pastor, and I live on all of these things. I know what we did to get students in district number 8 having scholarship from it was then second when we funded DINSA, district number 8 student association. When you took us to the area, we raise money on purchase for the president. These things were not your responsibility to send people to school, but hey, you use what they call oversight project fee like is calling one entity. No, oversight goes beyond that. It goes beyond that. So for Prince to fold in hands, he was not even on the scene. He was in bed with some of these Gen Z children around Parish Street. He was in bed. Prince thought, because I know Parish Street is my terrain, he was in bed. This guy, we're going to repair what happened in 2029 on great. Thanks for the show. We are here. Thanks for the leadership you've provided. Thanks for the intellectual guidance to you on Yellow. Thanks to the Liberian people for also listening to this platform. Because that trust component. If the people don't trust this platform, if the people don't trust the characters that are here, they will not be calling from everywhere. And I'm inspired all of the time. I wasn't angry. If you left with me Sunday, we come on the show, we just take color, because color is like the people grading you. When you take test, somebody got to grade you. The feedback from the people for me is a catalyst for growth and inspiration on the show. So we always need to give the people more time, because we don't put money in their phone for them to call and render their opinion and give this feedback. For me, that's the greatest takeaway on regret. And thanks ever so much for the show. And I'm making him a commitment at least every Sunday to be on the show. At least every Sunday to be on the show.
Thank you. Garrison?
Yeah.
A parting comment?
So,
and then
regret. I think
Ronald Gunnar.
No, I stay on the show, man. Until the show ends, I'll be here.
There was a collateral accident in District 8. What we experiencing there, it's not just what you call oversight, my brother. Representation. They put you elected to represent you. Because it's a representation. You sit over there, or you wait there for the poll to destroy the people property before it's asking what can even 2, 3, 4 million you even give to one person, what will it do for them? You know how long? $9, what will it do for them?
That's about 5,000. Just about 5,000 USD.
There's several times during Madam Salif time, even President Weir time, the court took decision and the government intervened to solve it. Because when the people interest is at stake, then it's a burden on the government. When the people interest is at stake, it's a burden on the government. So, we will always be here to provide the education to our people. And all I can say to our people in Liberia, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to understand that this government has failed. The people have failed you. And because they have failed, they are so arrogant, and everything they say now is to insult people and to lie to you. Look, if the government says they created 70,000 jobs, ask your neighbor where they created the jobs. The government boasted of $1.2 billion. But in the health ministry budget, they put 1.6 for a population of 5.8 million people. But the CDC, a budget of 784 million, they put 4 million for drugs and consumable under the Ministry of Health. And the bad thing CDC was doing. Liberian people, you have heard a lot and you have seen. The first 2 years, their own job statistics they brought, their first 2 years is 61,000 plus. CDC first 2 years is around 96,000 plus. So everywhere they put the math, CDC did well. CDC was for the poor people, and it stood by them. We are not saying that everything was 100% fine. But one thing President Weir did with his government is that to always improve on where we have weaknesses. That's why you see the issue of corruption, he addressed it. How did he address it? He took policy decision. There was a robust anti-corruption law passed by President Weir. The issue of drugs, how did he address it? There was a robust law passed by his government. So this government, I can tell anybody, nothing else. Everything you will hear every day will be la, 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 la. Nothing. They are the President Weir said, or President Bwaka can lie, the ministers can lie, every one of them can lie. But all we want to tell Liberian people,
Bwaka can lie, the government, all the ministers in the government, they can lie. They don't put a hustler, they put a hustler, they lie. Everything they say, they never say the truth.
So, brother, look,
Bwaka can lie, the government, all the ministers in the government, they can lie. They don't they put all hustle, they put hustle, they lie. Everything they say, they never say the truth.
Listen, let me be fair. We know it was propaganda. We put every death. Somebody walking and jigger in the toe and they die. We say it was Jogia.
True.
Somebody drop a pressure or high sugar. We say that Jogia.
Yeah.
Pregnant woman go get bread and we say that Jogia. She didn't make it through.
Yeah.
Everything was on Jogia. Auditor death were on Jogia. 3 missing balls were on Jogia. Unity Party supporter of JMB went against CDC, went against the pathologists, said you were fronting for CDC. You and I and the rest of the team that supported Unity Party and Joseph Yeman Boakai, including Phoebe Herons and everybody else, we beat on CDC government.
True, which was wrong.
Yeah. We beat on them with the
Boakai can lie. The government, all the ministers in the government, they can lie. They don't they put all hustle, they put hustle, they lie. Everything they say, they never say the truth.
Yeah, Honorable Yellow, before you continue, you are a lawyer. Let me ask you one question. Yeah, Honorable Yellow, please. What does the law say?
Because the radio station
just 10 seconds, right? What does the law say about the greatest evidence, admittance? How does the law see admittance under the law? What does the law see? Self-admittance, how is that classified in the law?
Self-admitting, nothing else there. When you self-admit, it means you are guilty. So nothing else about it. If you voluntarily go and self-admit to something, nothing else. This government themselves, like we said yesterday, on Grey, look, there are few issues that we need to continue to inform our people. President Boakai told us in 2025 that fuel price, gas and fuel, is the minimum. It will be $3.01. This year, he said the price is stable at $4. This government arrest, sanitation is important. This in last year budget or State of the Nation, they said 46% of the Liberians don't have access to or toilet. This year, after 1 year, the government took no action. They still turning off 46%. That's the kind of people we have. But we have to inform our people every day so that they can know that people doing nothing. This is a president that told the Liberian people they have reduced rice price of flour bag price from $35 to $35. Our been president, we are. It was going to be the highest stock in this country. They were going to say President Weah is incompetent and this, that, and that day. But their president, 42 years of experience, said they reduced flour from $46 to from $35 to $35.
Okay, Harrison.
I told you armchair will be each child in public school will be having armchair. This same government now tell you they provide 6,000 armchairs.
Mr. Yero?
Yeah.
So Yero, I think they will be going off the radio. If we want to continue, we can continue for a few minutes. A lot of people calling me, but the people will be going off the radio. So they just conclude. Because my conclusion would be this. That's my conclusion. Then the people can go off the radio and we can appreciate them. But my conclusion that should be played on the radio so you can play the radio.
Even the so-called representative, he came here yesterday, he couldn't say anything. Because they were born. Everybody is bad in this country. Money speak. Anybody that get money, they can do anything to you and nothing will come from inside. People will depending on them to protect or they're not protecting or they're protecting their interest and their money. They gave them money and they will even come and cut your throat. See my baby. Last year she cried on me, my mother go to the horse. Why the horse are there to go? I get a horse. They place our parents poorly. We got tea for it. Everybody in the community buy from the same printer. Everybody here buy from the same printer. Then you want to tell me so we just sitting down here because we want to sit down here. I'm putting on Facebook Live because I want for people to see it. Let them know the kind of Liberia we eat. Let them know what happening. Let them see the injustice. Let them see the injustice that goes on here. Yeah, when you not get money, nobody there for you. Anybody, government they can buy them. They will even kill you, nobody will talk. And the situation I found myself in the money. With my children, nowhere to go. My whole market, they broke it down yesterday. Everything is down. I don't even have place for my children myself to sleep. You see there? See me, I'm sick. I'm sick. I'm not even well. I sick. I was in Ghana for almost 4 months. I sick. What a trust there. What a trust there. That country will live in here now. So our parents didn't pay money for the place. They didn't buy it. So nobody buy it in Liberia here. Nobody can buy it in Liberia again. Yeah, who country nobody can buy it in there again. Nobody can buy it in Liberia. So nobody can do anything in the country. You got put that money. They will come and say you are anytime. They can do anything to you at anytime. See my baby. See my son steady. Why can we start life from? Why can we start life from?
See my baby. See my son city. What are going to start life from? See my baby. See my son city. What are going to start life from? She said they can even kill you. And nobody will come to your aid. That there's trust in the system for a citizen of your country to say they can even kill you, nothing will come from other aid. You know that period. They're describing that the country is unsafe, that there is no justice, no rights, nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. This reminds me of a poem written by Michelle Oswa, a South African, called Nightfall in Soweto. In the poem, the guy said, "Where am I safe? Not in my matchbox horse, but I barricade myself against nightfall. Because one night comes in Soweto, that danger, those days. The white people will come, they can grab you, they kill you, they do anything." Michelle also wrote the poem, they called Nightfall in Soweto. He said, "Where is my refuge? Where am I safe? Not in my matchbox horse, the horse that look like matchbox. Am I safe that in the night I will go in? No door, la papi door." What Lele is saying, no justice. No justice for the poor. Maximum insensitivity. But the government, the people walk in the people waterfall. Guys, in this the video. When Liberians walk in the people water and say a resounding no to the CDC, they said no. We don't need the CDC. We need to be rescued. I'm looking for that video. The people say we don't need CDC. We need to be rescued. And the walk in the people water, guys, this is a historic day that Joseph Burger should reflect on. That our people deserve a better life. In that fateful day, when the land people spoke to devour us, to bring 17 to 20,000 votes, to have a smooth transition with the hope that they will be liberated. The entire country has become a national disaster. A police not shooting you, if that mysterious death, a fire not burning your home, if they demolishing your home, distorting you, if people not suffering and dropping from jobs in the street of Monrovia, if government not suffering state resources and stealing, if Joseph Burger is not buying less vehicles and flying private jets, nothing good for the country. Nothing good. They claim that the broad price is down, but where the money? The market women themselves are crying. The market women, they're crying, Garrison. The Nyanam boys are crying. The ordinary Liberians are crying. And somebody said they created 70,000 jobs. You create 70,000 jobs, but people cannot see the jobs. The people are crying, Garrison. And when we say this, Garrison will come here to talk. The people say you hate the government. No, we don't hate the government. We are speaking the reality, and these are the facts.
Ours have dropped from 35 to 35 US dollars. Action, we have created more than 70,000 jobs across.
I can't stand no more, cause no more food. I cannot go to school, cause no more money. I can't stand no more, cause no more food. I cannot go to school, cause no more money. Hey yo, excuse me, Mr. Journalist. I wonder how you make your headlines in the press release today. Although I read the news every day, but I'm really still getting confused now.
Garrison, maybe you guys in the system can go. Run up.
Yes, sure,
Get 1
brother.
minute. You need to go.
One thing that we always tell the Liberian people, nobody should fool you. You cannot say you dropping price when you increase GST, goods and services tax. It's not possible. So go in your community, ask for chicken head. If that was $40 before, now you're buying it $75. Because by even increasing the GST tax, it means that you are increased prices already. But just by the budget, you have increased the taxes. So how can you tell me to convince me that you are reduced prices? No, it's not true. Even the issue with the rice on regret, there is nothing that the government can boast of because it's a smart game they're playing. You go to the shop to buy the rice, they say we don't want US, we want Liberian dollars. If you buy the rice for 2,008 or 2,000 now or 3,000 Liberian dollars, it's almost the same equivalent to $18 or $17. So nothing have changed. These people, they are liars. They have done nothing for the Liberian people. And my people in Nima, they are listening. I have challenged the government on the BKS show more than 15 times to tell me when, since the government came to power, one single groundbreaking in Nima. But on President Weah, we can talk about the Loguato Road, the Tapeta Road, we can talk about the Ban High School, we can talk about the relocation of Campley Market, we can talk about the Mordi City Hall you are building in Ganta, we can talk about the relocation of the GW Harley. Then they tell us what they have done. The people can tell you, say, on a national event where donors are seated, they say they have provided or solar light in Nima. They didn't name the towns that received the solar light. Because from the investigation we have done, nowhere. What kind of government will lie every day?
Hello.
And then when you tell say, we will do this, we will do that, look. We will keep talking. If they will arrest all the opposition in the country and put in jail, we will go in jail, we will speak from prison. We're not going to be afraid. And I have said it. And I will tell anybody, look, people who have not even encountered President where they will not know, but when you just go there a day, on regret, you know, my daughter that went with me that day on President Weah's birthday, you know, since then, she has been a very big fan of the president. The man bring his head down, so yeah. The man bring his head down. Look, Liberia will never get a president like President Weah. His humility.
That is something that he born.
The guy is a different president. He's a leader. And man, you know, God, I mean, tell you, God get a way to tell the
people for next week now.
So, brother, let's leave some for next week. It was good here. And Randolph, we hope you will be here most of the time. And let's keep informing our people. We should not give up. I think on regret, one of the best things you have ever done was this platform where we tell the people our own story.
We're trying to arrange
for tell the people our own story. We're not going to listen to one man keep lying to the people. One day you say you lie, the next day you can't, you bombard. The next day you can't, you say, oh, we lie on the people. You admitted that you lied on a mission. What else there? So when on the Spoon Show, it was good that you created a platform, because if the CEO of Spoon will tell the Liberian people we lie on President Weah, what else again you want to hear from them men who lie to pour into the mess we in today? Because the same
Ronald,
Spoon, I was telling the people, we saw Garrison holding gun. In my whole life, I have never held a gun in my hand. In my whole life. And I challenged them to bring the picture. In the murdering war we in, they could not bring the picture because Garrison was campaigning for President Weah. So the only thing they had is to lie on him, just as they were lying on President Weah. So, brother, it's good to be here. We will always be open to what to tell the people our story. We will not give up.
Ronald, 1 minute, man. 1 minute, Ronald.
Thank you.
1 minute, Ronald.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, no problem. So, thanks to the show, thanks to our listening audience. Waka is a liar in chief. He promised last year it was a little sona. This year was a solar. Instead of the lying address, last year it was like a sona because he was still making campaign promises. He said every year 10,000 Liberian youth and students will be trained in RCT. That was not me saying it. Tomorrow, next week will come here, I will look for that clip from last sona when he made that pronouncement in the Rodoton that every year his government has promised 10,000 young Liberians will be trained. This year on Oyelu, just in the address, he pronounced that 1,000 were trained. So by his own promise and admittance, he has fall short of 9,000 Liberians on his own promise. It's not me saying it. So which type of rescue is this? That in less than 1 year, everything you say, you're 2 years in your presidency and you still promising, I will. So, my listening audience and Honorable Gray, this platform, we need to grow this platform because the rescue has failed and the rescue needs to be redeemed. This platform is going to redeem the rescue from the bondage of political backwardness to the oasis of endless prosperity. So, I want us to start, because you see, one thing that I recognize, and I will say this very clearly, everyone loves positive. The word rescue was so positive that people were using the word rescue that they didn't know what it meant to be rescued. We have to redeem the rescue. We have to redeem our people. Redemption is what Jesus Christ gave our people. Redemption is what Muhammad, the prophet, gave the people. Redemption was what Nelson Mandela gave his people. Mahatma Gandhi.
Yes, to rescue and king to redeem.
Yeah, we need to redeem the people from
no argument of redemption. Yeah,
we need to redeem. So that's my conclusion tonight. You got a bigger voice. We need to think about that phrase, because we have to be positive. We were a little short on the way we coined our entire campaign. What did we want to do? We say, okay, second term. Those guys manipulated the on the gullibility of the society. They said rescue. Everyone loves to be rescued. Everyone loves to be rescued. So the rescue has failed. We need to redeem the rescue. So this is a redemption train. We are here. Join us every Sunday. Liberian people, we're going to redeem our country from the backwardness of Waka 10 million building houses in Foya to the prosperity of building homes for the poor people in Effie, in Pedeton, in Grandida County. We talk about Nima County, the roads, other than Monserrado. No other county has benefited roads equal to Nima County because the people at Nima, they are industrial. It's the most industrial county in our country other than Monserrado. So the president said, let's carry development here. Light. No county receives light on a daily basis equal to Nima County. Yet, I'm going to see one joker say, when based in Green Crew, you like it, carry walk in Green Crew, you can do nothing in Southeast. Joker Jeremiah. That's just my conclusion.
Yeah, don't mind Jerry. So, but I want to say thank you to many listeners in Nima County, in Bon County, in Lufa County, especially with the Gisi Belt, Mangibi, across Morovia. Those are friends and partners in the diaspora, the United States, in Europe, in Canada, in Asia, in Africa, and the 15th political subdivision of the Republic of Liberia. Thank you for tuning in to our very local radio stations. And again, we want to say thank you for tuning in to Liberia Action TV online platform on Facebook and our YouTube channel, Liberia Action TV. Garrison, we do appreciate you. And I just want, you know, you should, I'll let it play tape. I want to play it for the people of Nima to know where we stood, Garrison, all of us, where we stood on the issue of meter steel, and then we can call it a day. That would be my concluding statement. We just want to say thank you to everybody. And this is our position on meter steel agreement when we were there. And Nima needed to happen protected. Garrison, the people did not narrate the story to Nima County. We need to narrate that story. We need to go in the villages in Nima County. That's the second most populated area. The CDC needs a serious mass movement in Nima County. We have to do that. We have to go to the southeastern region. We have to go to Grand Gila County, and we'll move on. But for people in Nima tonight, or people in Grand Gila, Grand Crew, Rivers, Maryland, Sando County, Grand Bassa County, Magibi, Monserrado, Bombay, Bapolu, Kipman, Lower County, Bon County, and I guess I need more of the counties already. I guess we almost all of them, including Nima and Grand Gila. We want to say thank you very much. This is how it goes. Harrison, thank you very much.
It's insulting. It's insulting to the 73 of us for a company document that will ratify to suggest to us what they want to do. That means they don't even respect the authority of the plenary. The legislature, this legislature, let me be specific, it's not Mitasi family. We are not working on their plantation to decide when their slaves born, who will be sent where they want to send them or when they want to see them. They've launched an unprecedented, unwarranted attack on this body. Let me repeat. An unprecedented, unwarranted media attack on the 73 of us, to the extent that even your signature was being forged as a sitting speaker, and that's the moment that I waited for. Mita has to understand that this is a sovereign state. We are not the boys. Gone are the days that Mita will think that this legislature will compromise the supreme interests of the Liberian people. That the message will clear to them. This suggestion by Mita to us is contentious. It's a flagrant rejection to appear before this body. That is contentious when the legislature run you to appear before the legislature and you want to suggest to the legislature that you want to meet a committee. Even the committee that they themselves accused to public relations in. Let the message go clear, let the chief clerk write me down and demand from them when we want to see them. For Mita to reject an appearance here, they will have to be treated like any entity or any individual that this body are held in contempt. Our people in Nima flag is serious issue. Let me repeat. A serious issue where the team fought that 100% on their responsibility as per the rectified document. They must never dare dream, let me repeat, as a member of the committee on investment, that we will be placed in their pocket and we will sign an agreement or affix our signature to an agreement where we will work with millions for the Republic of Liberia at the detriment of survival of our people. Enough is enough. The management of Mita must be brought here. On an oath, they must appear to this body and to no committee. We must look into their faces and speak to them that this is not their plantation. Liberia is not a plantation. That we repeat. Liberia is not a plantation. The 57 legislators are being accused in this country by the very bitter agreement. That we repeat. The 57 legislators are being accused in this country by the very bitter agreement. We want to make it clear to them that we have a future in this country. We are not boys and girls.
I can be pushed aside. We want to tell our friends in the West, I want to be clear, that the forces interference in external forces interference, and thinking that they can subject this body. I want to be clear on those because I represent the people of this nation of Montserrat County. I care less about whosoever in the West that believe they can shove something down our throat. Our signature was clear to Mita and will be clear to any other company that we will not subject ourselves.
They are from the subcontinent.
I know you're sleeping now. You gotta wake up small, yeah? Okay, let's go. People fool us, the people lie to us, the government betray us. They can lie, they can steal, they will not know. I said we tired with their lies, we tired with their promises that led us to all our damages. We tired with their speech they preach indeed, and now unique they deceive us. The thing we saw, it frustrates us. So why did you lie? Why did you steal? Why did you allow the citizens to be? You see, we just tell you that why we voted you. But you fool us, you screw us, you use us and later on abuse us. So why? The government should lie. Why? But that's the question that we ask.
And I guarantee you, when we finish, there will not be a winner or the loser. Today we all wear the jersey of Liberia, and the victory belongs to the people, to the peace and to our democracy. As we begin to build upon the foundation of this new Liberia, I, George Fokke Klonjrade Bakugbe Tape Manewia, the new president, will first give thanks and praises to the Almighty God for the blessing He has bestowed upon our country. And I say, my people, thank you,
The supporters of His Excellency Joseph Boakai presents him as a poor man from Lofa, and I said that he will understand the plight of the poor people. Fellow Liberians, do not be fooled. Vice President Boakai is not poor like you, not even as me. As Vice President, his office received more money. His office received more money from the government budget than any other vice president has received in Liberia's history. He has enjoyed some of the best and most lucrative government jobs. Minister of Agriculture, Ambassador, Managing Director of LPMC, at the time when LPMC had money, and several other positions. Vice President Boakai might have been pulled a long time ago, but today he is among the richest 1% of Liberians who are enjoying the best of this country.
That led to decades of war still run deep, but so too does the longing for reconciliation. A reconciliation defined not by political bargaining or by an artificial balance of power by tribe, region, religion, or ethnicity, but by the equality of opportunity and a better future for all Liberians.
I'm extremely happy to be in the United States of America, long considered the lands of free and the home of the brave. My visit here today is a response to the kind invitation extended me by President Ronald Reagan, a man of abiding courage, strong will, and foresight. As you know, Liberia and the United States have a long and historic friendship which spanned more than 150 years.
And that respect
what I call sort of vicious lie about the fact that Mr. Kobe is gay or bring gay lifestyle to Liberia is complete bullshit. When people can accuse you of stealing people's money, when they can accuse you of being involved in war, anything, people don't make up stuff. They don't make up shit. Excuse my language, right? So it's complete nonsense. I've mentioned earlier, I don't know if, I'm sure you were here, right? You play in the game, right? I'm married to Teresa, 2 children, 5 grandchildren. I believe in traditional family values, so it's complete bullshit, complete nonsense.
I resigned May 11. When on the start of the new session, after the president of Liberia, after our Supreme Court victory for us, and the president made his now famous speech that they will continue to work with the so-called majority, even before defining what that majority was going to be, because we're going into a new session. We decided that to avoid the continuous confrontations and acrimony at the legislature, we decided to step aside. So we resigned. They never got the votes to try us or remove us, and we maintained they would not have gotten the votes. There is a reason why the Constitution requires a supermajority, and if we wanted to go by the rule of law, and we should go by the rule of law, 49 votes were required. That was never attained, so we resigned.
I'm too hard on the CDC. You know, it's for reasons sometimes, Carol. The big ball that CDC dropped, it was right, one of it was right here in Nimba. My brother, let me tell you something. There's nowhere in the world where hundreds of candidates participate in the election. And in the second round, only 2%. And the number of vote cast in the second round is more than the first round. It's not possible. That's what happened in Nimba.
He is adjusting. Watch this moment without any commentary. It's going down. First blow. There you have it.
Because the party felt betrayed. The Salif-led administration was splashing jobs and cash and political cohesion, arresting our people arbitrarily, putting them behind bars. The CDC got challenged. We brave the storm. We challenge the status quo. We never surrender. The first 6 years we never surrender. 12 years we never surrender. And this party we never, with emphasis, ever surrender to the evil forces. By 2011, our soldiers were executed on this party ground. 2 at the back and 1 right at the headquarters. The man who shot and killed our people today is a darling boy in the Liberian National Police. They brought him back to shoot more guns. Get ready to shoot. Because we challenge the status quo appropriately. Kroma was murdered on this battleground. The boy was killed